and the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and it is Sunday, and you know what that means. It's time for all the toy news, action figure news of the week that interested me, that hopefully interests you, and it is a big week of weekly purchases. I've seen a theme the last 2-3 months or so. It seems like slow week where I'm like, man, I don't have any pickups this week, and then Friday, bam, a ton of stuff comes through the door. So we're going to dive into all of that in the back half, of course, of weekly purchases. Before we get to that, though, got to give a special shout out to Jay'sToysAndGames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got a lot of stuff from Jay's this week you'll see in this very video. So Jay's, of course, sponsor the channel. Shout out to them as well. And then, of course, Patreon. We got Patreon giveaways. Peacemaker is the Patreon giveaway for the month of January. Also, anybody that signs up for the Patreon, free or paid member, you're in for the giveaway for the Briscoe Brothers Jazzwares Vault exclusives. Shout out to the Jazzwares Vault there. As I've said, I'm going to give a bunch of figures away these last couple of months, as I did get a few gifts from Todd on the couch, and the Jazzwares team sent me a few things, but I already had them in my collection. So guess what? Going to give them away to you guys and gals for supporting the channel. So check out the Patreon, sign up. It's free after all. Get your name in the hat for that. And of course, Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, tons of bonus content, tons of stuff, early access to all the videos like the one you're watching right now. Shout out to all the members out there. But we're not done. We got another giveaway. Head over to the X, the former Twitter, SirPaul64. That's where you're going to find me. If you head over there, you're going to have a giveaway over there with McFarlane Toys, Super Friends Bizarro, and Superman DC Multiverse. Giving this away to one follower. You got to follow me on the X, of course. So follow me at SirPaul64. And in the comments, post a picture that you are subscribed to Kyle Peterson 2.0, my second YouTube channel. Not the channel you're watching right now, my other YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to that. We'll do another giveaway around this channel as well. Probably a podcast giveaway, a lot of giveaways. So keep up to date with all the kind of stuff. Follow me on social medias. Follow me on Patreon, all the fun stuff there. So if you want to get in on these Superman giveaways, you know what to do. You know what to do. And best of season is officially behind us, kind of. I might have one more, maybe a little demolition best of in the future. But for the most part, we are done looking back at 2025. I hope everybody enjoyed the countdown videos. Very controversial, as we do know. So many people telling me that my list is wrong. My personal favorite figures of last year are wrong. It's crazy how wild people are. And then they tell me I'm wrong, but then they don't put their list in the comments, because I could just easily say, well, your list is wrong too. But it just drives me crazy. That always irks me. It is what it is. This week, I did do a top 5 worst G.I. Joe classified figures of 2025. Talk about controversial list. And Todd McFarlane, if you believe this, I don't know. I can't believe it. But the last couple of years, the worst videos are always the ones that get the most views. So people hate things, apparently. They love to hate. They love negativity. And they're not super negative, but the worst is the worst. That's the way it goes. And those are the best performing countdown videos. So apparently you guys love the worst of the worst. And that G.I. Joe one I did this week, very controversial. Now, I'll say those top 5 figures there in that worst list could be the best top 5 in other lists. I mean, those are good figures still, but somebody's got to be your least favorite. And a lot of people taking me to task in the comments of those, as usual, but it's all in good fun. I'm sure it is. But check out the best of, and this week we did count. I took the winners from everything and did the top 10 best figures of 2025 from a guy that actually unboxed them all. So check out those videos, check them out. Be interested to hear your list. Put them in the comments of those videos for sure. So a lot going on, and I forgot to mention, this giveaway is in honor of 8,000 subscribers on my second YouTube channel and 56,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. So be on the lookout for a special top 10 celebration video as we hit 56. Now we're going to be turning our attention to 57. Can we hit 57,000 subscribers? Maybe one day. We'll see what happens there. So check out all that. A lot of giveaways, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of videos. A lot to keep you occupied, there's no doubt about it. But we got one more thing for you before we get to the weekly purchases. It's time to bring in the mail girl. It's time for the question of the week. All right, Angie, it's time for question of the week, and I should say Angie, the male girl,
You look like
is
a wild
here.
man. You look like Forrest Gump right after his run.
I look like
When he's like, I'm done. I'm going to go home now.
I look like Elle. You know Elle, our daughter. I kind of look like her a little bit. She gets that wild hair like this.
You guys are twins.
But Angie, thanks for coming once again.
I always do.
Yeah, you do. That's true. But
Angie, my hair's gonna cover my...
Angie is here, and Angie just reminded us it's late at night. And Angie, this is like this is
I was
like
naked.
midnight.
I've already get in the bath, and then I had to redress.
Don't put clothes on for us. Just us girls watching this. But Angie, we just got back from one of the worst dinners I've ever had in my life. Angie, we went to Chili's for dinner, and the kids wanted to go to Chili's. Why?
The triple dipper. It's viral. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, so that's not the only viral. That's not the only viral thing I caught at that Chili's bathroom.
Cheese bowl.
There was a guy. I didn't tell you. I went to the bathroom. I needed to wash my hands because I went to Chili's as one does, and I got the baby back ribs. You know, the song's still in my head, and it was hot garbage ribs, just hot garbage.
Are they the baby back? Do they do that? Okay.
Chili's, baby back ribs, barbecue sauce. Yeah. Chili's is god awful. And I guess
it was $100.
You're blowing the lead here. Blowing the lead. Angie,
I love blowing.
Yeah, you do. Once again, I need to work on Angie and her storytelling abilities here. She's just all over the place. But Angie, we went to Chili's. And they wanted to try the triple dipper, and it was hot garbage like I knew it would be. And on the way over, I said, guys, this is going to be a terrible dinner. I had a good mentor once upon a time, Angie. Listen to the learning tree here. And he told me that he was a vice president of a major food company. And he told me, Kyle, I've been in every single fast food department in the entire United States. I've been in every big chain. And there's one thing you can always take to the bank, no matter where in the country you are, that Chili's is absolutely the worst god-awful place you could ever be and has the dirtiest kitchens. Oh, that's what he told me. And I believe it. He was from Western Texas. And we know the Funk family over there. There's nothing bad that comes from the West Texas. And a guy from West Texas knows his stuff, especially at Chili's, the ins and outs of Chili's. So we went there. I knew it was going to be bad, and it was worse than I thought it could be. And I said, I looked at the menu. I'm going to go through mine first because I'm talking. So I went and I got the baby back ribs because the song was in my head. So I got that. And then they said, well, you can get 2 things for $23.99. But then they said you get 3 for $25.99. I'm like, well, $2 more. I might as well get an extra side. And then I said, I'm not going to eat all this. Maybe somebody else here at this table will pick on some of this stuff. And if not, I can have some for lunch maybe tomorrow. Or, in a plot twist, feed the rats the leftovers. Because I refuse to buy rat food for these rats. They just can eat scraps. They're rats after all.
I just bought some rat food off Amazon.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? And I was like, the rats could eat this. They'll eat anything. They're rats at the end of the day. So I got that. I got the barbecue ribs. And then I got the...
sausage.
The
jalapeno
cheddar smoked sausage was great at a barbecue restaurant, not good at a Chili's. And then it came with fries, macaroni and cheese, and I got 3 chicken fingers, crispers, whatever they're called.
Oh.
Looked absolutely nothing like the menu. I said that like numerous times. This doesn't even look like the same planet from what they show in the menu here. These things were so small. Like in the menu, they're like got this thick breading and they're like a foot long. They're about how long? About that long, something like that. So I was looking at that. They were just terrible. It was horrible. It was kind of lukewarm. And then the mac and cheese, I'm like, I don't really like mac and cheese. I mean, I'll eat it, but I knew somebody, girls love mac and cheese. There's a pro tip for you. I figured, somebody's going to want this mac and cheese. Angie, of course, wanted the mac and cheese. And what happened when you put that spoon in and you dived into that mac and cheese?
Cold.
Like
freezing. They forgot to turn the thing on.
It was like a young outcast from back in the day. What's colder than being cold? Ice cold. That's what it was. And that's my dad. Shout out to Sleepy Brown, my dad.
It was shockingly cold when I put it in my mouth.
I thought you bit into like a rat's head or something.
It was like taking a bite of cottage cheese.
And then Angie said, and I said, yo, dude, this is like cold. Edgar was his name. I said, Edgar, this is cold. What's going on here? And then he came back and he goes, yeah, that's the second one we've had that's cold. And I'm just like, my gosh, what are we doing at Chili's?
I think it was frozen.
I think it was still frozen or something. It's like, what are we doing? What planet is this on? And then you said to Edgar, he goes, well, I can bring you a different side if you want. And what did you pick?
Asparagus.
She went healthy. She said, I want to have the stinkiest pea in the family here tonight. That's what she said. And mission accomplished from what I've been smelling, but maybe not.
Oh my gosh.
But how was the asparagus? The asparagus.
You know how like you snap an asparagus and you get like the woody part off? They didn't do that. So I only could eat so they were this long and I only ate about the tip. I just took the chips.
That's usually all you can do, you know. I've noticed that. So, but it was horrible. It was horrible. That reminds me, I should tell my asparagus hunting story one day on the podcast. That's a riveting story. My grandpa and I going asparagus hunting. The real ones know what that's about.
And then tell them how they charge us $3.49 for the asparagus because it was an upcharge.
Well, yeah. And then they took that off, and we're paying because they're one of those things where you pay at the table, and Angie's paying, which was nice because I'm glad I didn't have to pay for this meal. But then they, whoa, don't pay. We're going to take that asparagus off of here.
Thank God.
That's what they said. So, but then the kids got this triple dipper thing. They got these burgers. They got, of course, I was going to say a pro move, but what's the opposite of a pro move? A rookie move, I guess is what that'd be. They're sitting there debating, do we want the fried cheese with just regular cheese, or should we get the Nashville hot? Knowing they've never tried Nashville hot in their life. They don't really like hot stuff.
Emma's a real one for going for it, though.
But what are we doing here? Like,
I did regular.
Yeah, okay, one got regular, but I was like, they're not going to like this, so then you're just going to throw that away. And I ended up having to eat this cheese, which is fine. I'm a cheese connoisseur, but I like my cheese sharp.
Have those ribs and that sausage and the good thing I'll eat.
I've got an iron gut. Yeah, I don't really need the fries.
I don't.
Elle ate them. I could just go on for days, but
my stomach hurts.
It was horrible. And then they got what? Chicken crispers, cheese, and these little burger slices. And they didn't like any of it. And they're the ones that wanted to go Chili's. And I'm like, Once again, maybe we listened to Dad. Maybe Dad's got all the answers to life. I've said this before on the podcast here. I used to doubt myself. I used to have doubt. I'd look in the mirror. I'd say, I'm doubting myself today. But then whenever I had doubts, I'd just go to my dad. He was there. He lived with me at the time. Mm-hmm. And I'd say, Dad, what's your advice? And guess what, Angie? 100% right every single time. My dad's never wrong. It was amazing. I was like, all I got to do in life now is to say, what would my dad do? Mm-hmm. And then it leads you in the right direction. It's worked great for me here. It's worked great.
Make those bracelets. WWT.
What would Tom Peterson do? That's right. Dad, come back to the channel. You can put some wisdom. There's a whole audience wanting Tom's wisdom corner. Maybe we should get a podcast segment here. We just go to my Dad's words of wisdom. Every single week we just we'll film 20 of them in a row. We'll stick them in there. But my dad will give you all the wisdom of the world. Now I've taken over this wisdom and I'm 100% right. And I told everybody, well, guys, who's right again? And it was me, because this Chili's was like $101 for just god-awful food.
I was good. I got a bowl of soup and a water.
And I went into the bathroom. So, of course, I got ribs. There was no wet naps. There was nothing like that. They gave us like 3 napkins. And, of course, I get the ribs. So my hands are all sticky. It's that, it's that Applebee's chili. Pick your poison barbecue sauce. It's sticky. Mm-hmm. It's the stickiest of the icky, like Snoop Dogg style. So I had to go to the bathroom. I said, I'm going to wash my hands. Then I go in there, and it's this little bathroom. There's like 10 people in there, and I'm pretty sure they were doing heroin up there against the mirror. This guy looked like he just came from, I don't know where. It's like 14 below zero right now. But I swear those guys were all doing drugs right there. There's one sink, and they're all sharing the sink.
They were the table next to us. They were really scary.
Were they?
Yes.
And they had like some crazy facial hair. They were all wearing camouflage, so I don't know what they were up to.
Messing around.
They were messing around. But I'm like, what the heck? I walk in there, this bathroom's old. I'm like, are you kidding me? There's one sink and there's like 5 guys curled up on this sink. I was like, why am I here? And that's what I said. And then the night continued. We went out, of course, to the vehicle. And then we had to go where, Angie?
Barnes & Noble.
We went to Barnes & Noble. Why wouldn't you, as one does? And Barnes & Noble, we go there. And what happens, Angie? Angie
drop another
100 in K-pop. I said, where's all this money coming from? And we got birthdays around the corner. We're just coming off Christmas. It's just like, oh yeah, let's just throw $100 at these K-pop kids. Oh, not even K-pop demon hunters. Not even that. So that was how our night went. I have no idea how we got on this, but yeah,
and my stomach hurts.
And your stomach hurts. Get out of this.
I got nothing at Barnes & Noble, and I got a bowl of soup. And a water.
That was the other thing. We left you out. You got a water and a bowl of tortilla soup, wasn't it? You said, give me the finest tortilla soup. And then Edgar, he stirred it with his finger for you. I thought that was nice. Got all those crunchies. He just put his finger in and like that and did one of those. Then he gave you a wet
I don't know how that place is still in business.
I have no idea. It was god-awful. I don't recommend Chili's. Dare I say, added to the blacklist. I don't think anybody else is going there in this house ever again. And I knew that from the get-go. Should have went to like a nice barbecue place, maybe a Mexican restaurant. We could have said it was your birthday and got some free ice cream. It would have been a great time. Instead, we went to Chili's. And I just wasted 10 minutes of this question of the week. Just ranting and raving.
It's like someone's
all right, well, we had 3 questions, but we're going to go with 1 this week. We're going to go with 1. Chili's got us sideways in more ways than one, apparently. But we're going to go with one question, and we'll save these two for next week. Or you never know. Every once in a while, there's a week where there's no questions. We can throw that in. Angie, do your thing before she's going to explode all over the table. Is that what you're telling us?
I get the opposite, where I'm just cramping, then I can't get anything out.
Yeah, I know what. I'll unplug you. I'll unplug you. All right. Read the question.
I can't even read right now.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God. Jerry Glenn, B60. Kyle, you constantly have different figure lines coming at you from every direction.
Oh, my gosh.
How are you possibly able to keep everything straight?
You know, Angie, I'm just going to pretend you answer me the question, but I could say Jerry, too. You know, at the end of the day, it just always comes down to, Angie, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? That's what it comes down to. Do you want to be in the know? Are you following all the stuff on social media? Are you keeping your ears to the streets?
Ears to the grind.
That's what you got to do. It's just, it just comes at you, and I just get stuff coming at me at all times. You know how it goes. But yeah, it's just how bad you want to pay attention. How much are you into the life? It's no different than like Angie loves this about me.
Are you a real one or not?
Yeah,
that's basically it.
Yeah, I am. Thanks for asking. But it's kind of like Angie.
I was talking to Jerry.
Oh, Jerry Glenn? Leave Jerry alone.
Jerry's a sweetie.
But now you... And you got me off my train of thought. I was going to go to like a nice 10-minute discussion here, Angie. Where was I going with this? But, okay, Angie loves this about me is that, you know, I don't really follow football. There's a lot of guys out there every Sunday. They're like...
I wish you followed football.
You do? Like, you don't talk to me on Sundays. I'm watching football.
That's less mania than this.
Saturday, Sunday, all day long. I got football.
I'm gone all weekend working.
Oh, please. But... It sounds like Angie's just had enough here.
I can't even.
Oh my gosh. Angie, we have found out, is not a real one. A lot of people thought she was a real one, but she's not a real one. She can't handle it. She can't handle it.
Mozzarella sticks inside.
I got one bite. There's a dog down here, and I'm stepping on a dog right now.
One bite of the mozzarella.
Oh my gosh. You need to get it together.
Back for days.
You need to get it together. You need to get it together. All right. Well, how are you possibly able to keep everything straight?
You can't.
I can.
You can't keep me straight.
Killing me. We had this issue on the podcast too. Angie likes to just all of a sudden she's very interrupter right in the middle of the story.
You always tell me I'm too quiet, and then you tell me I interrupt.
Well,
if I wait till your point's done, I'll forget what I said. Was gonna say.
You need to write it in a notebook.
I know.
Work on some memories. Work on some memorization or something. But
I'm starting to sweat.
How are you possible to keep everything? You could let me answer the question, and you could get done. Maybe. She's coming in there. I don't know what that's about. But I just pay attention to everything that comes through. And it's just, I don't follow football scores. I don't say, oh my gosh, my receiver's hurt this week. And what are they doing? I don't play the fantasy footballs and stuff like that. So, I collect the action figures. I pay attention to the action figures and I do my day job. So it's just, at the end of the day, everybody's got hobbies. How many hobbies do you have? How much can you keep a track of? And this is my hobby. So it's probably easier. Not that Jerry's not into it like I am, but maybe Jerry's into race car. Jerry was a race car driver, maybe like a young Primus once upon a time. I'm not sure, but that's kind of how it goes there for me. Angie, do you have anything to add to this? Do I need to let you leave to go to the bathroom?
I can.
Are you going to just explode all over the place?
I wish.
You wish?
I wish.
She needs to stay away from cheese, apparently. I don't know. We've learned a lot more than we wanted to about Angie. We found out that she might be a real person, and we were just hoping you were just an android, a cyborg maybe, or something like that. I'm not sure, but
oh my god,
there it is. Are we done, Angie?
Yep.
You are. I'm not. I got to do the weekly purchases, but I'll excuse you, and I'll get down to it. And of course, as usual, if you want to be the question of the week, put your question in the comments down below, and you too could be the question of the week, like our friend Jerry this week. But Angie, now it's time for the weekly purchases. All right, time for round number 1 of weekly purchases. We got a couple of rounds this week. We got a big pickup this week. I got it right here. So big, barely fits on the table. It is the brand new Castle Grayskull. And man, oh man, do people hate this. Oh my gosh. Once again, read the comments in my video on this one. There's a lot of hate for this. At the end of the day, you don't have to buy it. I like what they're doing here, giving us the Mark Taylor version. I think it's cool. Is it the close your eyes, think of Castle Grayskull? Absolutely not, but I think it's warranted. I think it's fair, and if you like what you like, you don't what you don't, is what it is. But I got it. I picked it up. Is it the best Castle Grayskull? No. Is it the worst? I think the 2000X one is the worst personally, but you like what you like, you don't what you don't once again. But I did unbox this on the channel. Check it out if you did miss that. Got that through the door this week. Also already unboxed these, some big rubber guys this week. Kerry Von Erich, of course, the modern day warrior, as he's known in some circles. Haku from the Islanders. Tonga Kid ready to go. And last but certainly not least, Bruiser Brody. So 4 big rubber guys through the door this week, already unboxed on the channel. Check out the unboxing if you did miss it. Also already unboxed this one. It's the He-Man Sketchbook edition here. Perfect to go with this Grayskull, as we know, Target exclusive. Already unboxed that. Check out that video on the channel. Got a nice special package at the door today, a nice surprise. Our friends over there at Savage Crucible. I've been a champion of this line from the get-go. Very Mythic Legion-esque is what I always compare it to, but I've really enjoyed their figures. They sent me a special care package. Very nice of them to send this way. I'll unbox these on the channel. But some new stands. They knew that I was a guy that loves a good action figure stand, so they sent me a pack of their Savage Crucible stands. But then in a plot twist, they sent me something really cool, a deluxe accessory pack with Komodo Dragon. You guys know me, I love a good animal creature. You got all different kinds of accessories, skulls, blood. There's a lot going on with this. So got to give a shout out to the Savage Crucible team for thinking of me, sending me this. Very, very fun. Can't wait to dive into that. We've unboxed a lot of Savage Crucible figures on the channel, this channel and my other YouTube channel. So check those out if you did miss it. But that's round number 1 of weekly purchases. Bring on round number 2. All right, that was round number 1. Now we move on to round number 2. We definitely got at least 3 rounds, so we got a lot to dive into this week. We got to give a special shout out to David out there. He sent me this Rainbow Batman. It was lost in the mail. Finally found this week. Got to give him a special shout out. He was thinking of me. Did get that. I mentioned that last week there. But we're not done. Now we're going to got a lot of McFarlane stuff through the door. We did get Rocket Red Brigade. Got the regular or the Platinum Edition right there. Got the regular edition, of course, an army builder, as we do know. So I had to get multiples, got another regular, got another platinum along the way. From, of course, McFarlane Toys. Grabbed the new Flash. Feels a lot like the old Flash. If you watched Toy News yesterday, very similar. Got to get the most out of your molds, especially on the way out. Got this new Flash over there at Walmart. Also, this one's been in my Amazon cart forever. And a pro tip out there, stick it in your cart, just leave it, as they will give you updates if it goes down in price, and I guess if it goes up as well. But this was in there forever, and this week it went down to $4.99. I said, I'm getting it for $4.99. Aquaman King Hordax. Never seen the Aquaman movie, but this is a very cool looking figure. I could see him being used in a lot of different toy lines, so I did pick him up this week. Also, a little bit more He-Man. We got that Great Black Wizard. Got the Great Black Wizard from, of course, the Powers of Grayskull through the door. Mattel Creation exclusive, as we do know. Not done with the McFarlane yet. How about a little Professor Pig? Got that through the door, or got it at Walmart, as you saw in my action figure hunt. Platinum edition there. I should grab this one here. This big one, too. Got this from Target. To go with that Robin, I got the Adam West Batman. So I got both of these for my collection. A big beefy boy, as you can imagine right there. But then the McFarlane hits continue. Professor Pig rides on. Got another version of him. Got Cosmic Boy Platinum Edition Cosmic Boy. Also got Black Hawk Platinum Edition through the door this week. Also got the Elongated Man. That's what they call Todd McFarlane from time to time. Got him through the door. Also got Ice from Fire and Ice. Remember Ice right there? No, not that Ice, Todd McFarlane. Not that Ice. We also got Superman and the Authority. It sounds like a punk rock band once upon a time. Looking very good there. Like that Superman figure. How about this one? Pick this up over at our friends Jay'sToysAndGames.com. Save myself 15%. Head over there. Got the Elite Spawn through the door. So finally going to check this one out. I'm a big Elite Spawn guy. I love this version of Spawn once upon a time. Happy to have that in the collection. But we're not done at Jay's Toys and Games. Got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin Uno. Yep, Uno through the door. How about Odin? A heavy boy, old Odin here. Got that through the door. Also got Yi. Yes, Yi. Yi through the door right there. And last but certainly not least from, of course, over there at Jay's Toys and Games. Already unboxed it on the channel. Couldn't wait to get Grandpa Munster. And somebody took me to task. He's not officially, Munster isn't his last name. Come on, you know what I mean. Grandpa Munster through the door. And then Herman Munster in a late plot twist just today through the door. Got Grandpa and Herman. Very excited to have both of those in the collection. So that's round number 2. Do we got enough room for round number 3? I guess we're going to find out real quick. All right, let's finish it off with round number 3. Cleared a little bit of room. We'll see. Will I disappear by the end of the video? We're going to find out real soon. I did pick up a second one. I may end up returning it. I did get the Final Boss Rock Street Fighter figure. Lost the glasses on the first one. A sad, sad tale you guys heard last week. We'll see. I have not tracked him down yet. If I do find him, I will take this back. But the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking, folks. But I got this one this week at Walmart. Also from Amazon, already unboxed it on the channel. It is Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, the brand new Ultimate Amazon exclusive. Check that out if you missed that video. Also got good friend of the channel, Jey Uso, through the door. Got Rey Mysterio. Got CM Punk. There we go. Lyra Valkyria. First time in the Elite line for her. Of course, Alex Shelley and Hale Sabin. Chris Sabin right here, the Motor City Machine Guns through the door as well this week from Elite Series 124. So Elite 124 through the door. Also, thanks to our friends over there at Jay's Toys and Games, picked up the latest and greatest Masterverse right here. Despara through the door. How about a little Kildor? And how about a little Drag Store through the door? So some new Eternia figures. You know I'm here for that. Love that subline, whatever you want to call it at this point. A lot of figures through the door there. And not done with our friends over there at Jay's Toys and Games. I said I wasn't going to get these, but seeing them in person and seeing how heavy these are amazingly heavy. It is the brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from McFarlane. There's old Rocksteady. And then we got Bebop here, equally as heavy, extremely heavy figures. Bebop, Rocksteady. And then I had Michelangelo Donatello. I couldn't pass up Raphael. And of course, last but certainly not least, Michelangelo. So I did get the Turtles. Part of that is I have been unboxing those on the channel. I figured I might as well. And I was passed on Bebop and Rocksteady, but man, oh man, these figures are big. We'll see how they perform at the review table though. So stay tuned for that. Almost done this week. I got little Latoonie action here. Wrestling Giant Series. Macho Man Randy Savage. Another Latoonie Macho Man. A lot of Latoonies on the channel very soon. Right now on Patreon, if you're a Patreon member. Also got another Macho Man right here. It is the Macho Man Randy Savage from Saturday night's main event Halloween episode. Talk about a deep cut if there ever was one. Got that through the door, and we're running out of space. Uh-oh. We're going to have an avalanche. We haven't had one yet, but man, this is a big, big week. Got 2 things left. I actually grabbed these off of eBay. You know, every once in a while you get an eBay auction that pops up when you're scrolling through eBay, and it had, I don't know how much time left. But I actually shot a buy it now offer underneath the price of what it was shipping for, and they took it. I basically got these 2 figures for a buy one, get one free price. And there were 2 I was missing. I got the regular edition, but I didn't have the Top Rope Collectibles Pia News variant edition. So now I got the variant editions in my collection here. For one, Pia News, the rap master, and some may say the greatest rapper of all time. I didn't say it, but somebody might say that. But a big, big week of the weekly purchases. A lot to dive into, a lot to take care of. We'll get to it eventually. As I always say, Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, you can get a lot of this stuff earlier if you're after some early access to some of these videos. But we'll get to them all eventually. I don't know when. Someday. But there it is. That's weekly purchases. What did you pick up this week? You grab anything? Anything come across your doorstep? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and my other YouTube channel. 2 channels to keep you busy. And a contest over there on X. Of course, Sir Paul 64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. Available every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So you know what I'm doing. I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way into another work week.
Well, are we going to dance or are we going to play?
Hey, hey, come on, get a here, I'm